then I'm like,
gotta be the third.
Hi! Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back.
oh, thank you for starting
unicorns.
while we're having this conversation about unicorns.
Well, it moved from poop into unicorns, so I feel like we were on a better track at this point.
Alright, so to bridge that gap, we're talking about unicorn poop. End of story.
And urinals.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep drinking this coffee, even though I definitely don't need more
you're a
caffeine.
true woman when you poop in a man's urinal.
This is disgusting.
Ladies, don't do that. Okay.
Yeah, that's just gross.
Ladies don't poop, dude. Seriously.
That actually just made me a little angry. I might punch Hippie at TwitchCon.
Have you never heard that? Like,
I have.
It's such an annoying thing. Like, where did that start? Like,
some idiot was just like, ladies don't fart or poop or have things that come out of their bodies. I'm just like,
they don't have buttholes. That's not what ladies do.
They didn't have 4 older sisters.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's
I'm the
talking about
youngest.
See, I'm the oldest sibling. I'm the oldest sister, and I'm gross.
I'm actually both. I'm the youngest and the oldest.
Oh, you're the only sibling. I was like,
oh.
No, I am literally the youngest and the oldest.
Is that a riddle?
Okay, is this a fucking riddle? Yeah, like this is.
I'm adopted. I'm the oldest of my biological siblings and the youngest of my adopted.
Well, that's
Okay.
It was a trick.
Huh.
We got tricked.
You're a fucking sneaky one, hippie.
I also have
A sneaky hippie 69.
I have 3 moms and 2 dads.
I'm a little jealous, honestly.
That sounds like a hippie comment.
That's where he got
Is
the
this
name
how you
from?
got your name? Like, yeah.
No, it's not.
No.
There's nothing even related to me being a hippie in the slightest.
Who knew?
Yeah. No. So my biological mother is black. My stepmother is
black?
Mexican, and my adopted mother is a mix of Mexican and white.
Well, shit.
I have 5 half siblings I've never met. I have 2 younger brothers and a younger sister, and I have my older brother.
Holy crap. I'm Italian. My family isn't even that big.
just the obtuse, man.
You know what's funny is at family reunions on my biological half, my family's entirely Mexican. On my adopted families, my family's entirely white. I'm the only black person in my family.
literal black sheep.
I have 17 nieces and nephews.
I have none.
That's
Irish
very-
Catholic. What's up?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm so English. I have 1 cousin.
And I don't even like him.
That's it. I just have 1 cousin, and he's like
Kind of a dick. Like, oh god. Well,
Thank you for
that's-
tuning in to the Family Tree episode of Dark Heresy Pyrebrand. We'll see you next week.
My name
for
is
finale.
Archeo. My mother gave me up for slavery, and I shot my sister in the head.
Right.
That's
All
it.
players think an empty bullet casing and
Yeah,
another
Richard,
clear pillow that
Didn't you kill
saves
your
alpha
entire
use.
family?
And
It
then
sends
Empire
his
rewarded
regardless
me with a
critical
gun.
failure for each player.
Yay!
Wow, let's hear this. What just happened? All players find an empty bullet casing and a note on their pillow that says, Alfarius sends his regards. Critical failure for each player. Gamer, thank you for that interruption.
That's fine.
I
Nick.
appreciate it.
I think we also have 3 kid successes anyways, so whatever.
I don't know
One
why
can't, do they
I
cancel
would-
out?
They don't cancel out.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
Man,
I'm
I don't
holding
know
all this shit.
why I would give myself a critical failure because I am Alfarius.
Right. So, Sheepy, you can
Too
use that at
soon.
any time if you would like to. Chumley, thank you for the resub for 20 months in a row. That's insane. I cannot believe we're almost at 2 years. Okay, so guys, let's jump right back into it. Let us introduce our lovely cast that talks about very strange things, but it's okay. We'll start with Sheepy.
Hi guys, I'm Sheepdog. I'm the GM. I don't have a door on my toilet.
That's how this whole thing started. That is literally how this whole thing started.
Oh wow, we've come full circle.
Yep.
Yep.
Moving
That's
on. Hippie.
Hi, my name is Crazy Hippie 69. I play Lazarus, or mutant warrior. I do have a door on my toilet, but even if I didn't, I would still pee and poop just fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And who will you be playing for us today?
I said Lazarus.
Did you?
Are
Yeah.
you distracted?
I just couldn't stop laughing in my brain about the whole not pooping without a door. Right. Okay. Vandy.
Hi guys, I'm Vandy. I'll be playing Miria, the Adeptus Mechanicus for you guys today. And I pee and poo with the door open, so it doesn't matter to me whether the door on or not. Cats are gonna get in anyways.
Oh, that's great. McLoken.
Hi, I'm McLoken. I am playing Arkiel. And I just have to say, like Vandy, I poo and pee with the door open. And it's hard when Meta's parents come here. I forget that sometimes. The
Done. I'm just done. I can't, guys. I'm sorry. I just can't do this anymore.
Meta, close the cycle. Close the cycle.
I would like to comment that unicorns only poop rainbows, and obviously I'm a unicorn, so it's fine. I'm Metamancer. This is my channel. I'm sorry in advance for anything that makes you uncomfortable, but this is life. Accept us for who we are, or get the
Or
fuck out.
don't. Whatever.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I will be playing Sybil, the Mortat assassin of the group. Definitely killing all the things that everybody else wants me not to kill. And before we jump right into our recap and rest of our story, I will remind you guys that every 5 subs/resubs we get to roll for fate, and any bits or donations that you guys submit have effects on the game. So thank you guys in advance, as well as the already submitted, critical failure for all of us. That was fantastic. Thank you for that. Leia, let's just get started and jump right into everything. Sheepy, take us away.
So, last episode, we started off having. I believe we had a fairly long discussion on exactly what the team wanted to do. We had previously had Arkiel be promoted to the Inquisitor position, and there was a lot of pardon me. There was a lot of rearming. Miria got a plasma gun after a lot of discussion on what exactly. Did you just dab?
plasma gun blew up just now for some odd reason.
I have no idea what even what did you say? A DAP?
Yes.
Never heard of it.
Okay.
Have you ever heard the sound of a heavy boulder ripping through your body?
Don't worry, I've got a crit fail.
I've got 3 successes.
No, I'm saying I have a crit fail and she has a plasma gun.
Oh, yeah, that'll die.
We can
Great.
do this.
Just great.
Also, obviously Lazarus gathered a whole load of grenades and wandered off with them, as always.
And an autocannon, excuse me.
And an autocannon. Sybil got grumpy because everyone was shooting targets, and so she also joined in and shot some targets with precision and grace and a little bit of smugness. So the team decided to go and check out Triskelion, the home of the Fake Marines, also known as the what we thought was Chaos recruits, who turned out to be Dark Angel recruits, who turned out to have been tricked by the Alpha Legion. On On the way there, they stopped off at a couple of planets. One was a desert death world, basically, with a multitude of predators and giant sandworms, totally not stolen from anywhere. And the other planet was an old Dark Angel recruitment world called Hades, which turned out to be dead. The molten lava all over the surface, and we found out through some decent rolls that it was a Eldar kind of planet-killing weapon that they got off the Dark Eldar. And then finally, we moved to Triskelion, and we will come into this having just got into orbit over Triskelion and had a quick scan. You guys located the main settlement for these guys, which is located around a very similar structure to the science lab you found on the Abbey. You guys are in orbit. Science lab, what would you like to do?
Well, investigate the science lab? I mean, I think that's what Miria wants to do, and I'm sure there's like some cool toys down there. Maybe a shotgun or a sniper rifle. Why did I say shotgun?
On Triskelion?
Yeah, on Triskelion, there's a shotgun just for Sybil that she can shoot at a distance.
Like a long distance shotgun?
Yeah.
So
Is that a thing?
any shotgun with slugs, yes. Any shotgun with a slug round.
Yeah.
I don't think about guns.
Yeah, we would bring the people down there, and then that means Bonnie is going away, unless Bonnie's staying on board and being Miria's assistant.
No, he's their leader now, because the other leader died and he took the place.
Okay. Do we have to kill a bunch of them?
No, that's their job.
That they have to do it. Yeah.
All right. And we're here to kind of like observe that as it goes down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think this is a hard one. Who wants to make sure they kill 1 out of 10?
Is one of them going to be Bonnie?
No.
No.
This is my job, I assume.
It's all yours, Lazarus.
I say if the rest of us, or if Lazarus, if you need company, we go investigate the science lab.
I need no company. This is a task I can handle quite easily.
All right, then.
By the way, I brought the bolter with the backpack, the sword, and the autocannon.
Mm-hmm.
If you are kind of heading into battle, you have to pick what you're taking. A sword.
I just wanted to specify what I what I brought.
But they all came with you on the ship. You have a plethora of very tired assistants who carry all your weapons and ammo around with you.
No, I love the heavy bolter on the ship.
Okay. Yeah. So what are you guys taking down to the planet? Because obviously you have a, kind of basic security team with you, and then just people ratings on the ship, and probably a contingent of Imperial Guards. Do you guys want to head down by yourselves, or? I mean, obviously with the people from Triskelion as well.
Yeah, we can keep everyone on board because we're just going to come investigate the science lab, and if we need to, we'll bombard it. But currently, at this time, we don't need to have a shit ton of people down here. But we probably want the Ministratum representation here after the deaths occur, or we'll take down like some Ministratum that will come down as well to preach the Emperor's name.
Maybe assist Lazarus with the.
Yeah.
Are all 4 of us going down?
I'm going down. I want to investigate the lab.
Then I'm coming down because I want to investigate the lab.
Well, let's go investigate a lab.
What's Sybil doing?
Sybil's
Sybil.
coming along.
Sybil.
She's gonna scout around.
Sybil. Are you coming with us?
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah.
We're
You don't
going
want me to-
now.
do you not want me to come with you?
No, of course I want you to come with.
You haven't played her favorite music in a while.
I miss it.
Don't worry. There will be a time.
Actually, also, I'm gonna just leave the heavy bolter on the dropship. I'll bring it to the dropship at least.
Okay. So you guys pile into the dropship, the Ministorum, the fake Marines. You guys, on the trip down, Miria realizes she's sitting next to Bonnie. Of course she is. And yeah, you're greeted. You kind of land a little bit outside of the kind of. As I said last week, it's not really civilization. They seem to be reasonably nomadic, and they have a couple of centers where everyone kind of gathers up and that kind of thing. So their structures are like stone houses, tents, that type of thing. And you see a few instances of bolters and things, but mostly it's primitive weapons, swords and whatnot. Basic understanding of blacksmithing and that kind of thing. And you're greeted by kind of just a host of people. There doesn't seem to be any one leader, although there does seem to be a group of slightly older people who run a council of sorts, I guess. The likelihood is that these guys, their leadership was taken into the Dark Angels, maybe, and they were just, kind of waiting around to be told what to do, as it were.
I'll just so there's people in front of us.
Yeah, there's a group come out to meet you after you landed.
Hello. Do you speak this language that I am speaking at you?
Yeah. Why wouldn't they?
I don't know. Maybe they have different language.
We already met people from their planet that speak our language.
Maybe planets are large, okay?
I'm sorry to assume your language.
See?
But Bonnie's standing next to you and says, I am from this planet.
Bonnie, no one cares.
Okay. From this planet.
I hate it already.
So a kind of one of the members of what looks like the ruling council walks forward. She's a slightly older woman, probably like a medicine woman type person, and says, I see you've come back with our soldiers. I do not recognize you. Where is the Lord Space Marine?
He's dead.
Yeah, killed him.
A bit more of an explanation would probably suffice.
You're right.
Oh, yes.
I shot him in the head, and his brains exploded.
Sybil, let's take a walk, please. We'll be back later. And I'll kind of grab Sybil by the arm. We're gonna go for just a little walk around the town.
She's gonna throw her arm around you. You know,
Not comfortable.
I always liked you.
Are you drunk?
Yeah.
Are you high?
Are you about to kill her?
Sybil. Ugh.
Miria, check in every 15 minutes.
Yes, fine. I have tracker that I put in your phones. Your phones, your guns. There's a little button on the side. If you click it, if it's green, I'm still alive.
Okay. Well,
Good to know.
that Lord Space Marine that you saw there was part of the Traitor Legion. The Alpha Legion.
They were traitors in the eyes of the Emperor. Luckily, we were quick enough and precise to not only deal with the traitors, but also to save your sons, husbands, whatever they may be to your people. But for working with a traitor, there is punishment that needs to be dealt.
So the old lady kind of takes this all in. There's kind of a look of shock when you mention traitors. You would assume that they know nothing of the Horus Heresy, possibly, or it's something that's been lost in their history. Who knows? And after you mention punishment, this kind of thing, she goes back to the group of let's call them elders, and has a quick kind of conversation with them, lasts maybe a minute or two, and comes back. And,
While they're doing that, I'm going to quickly pull Arkel aside and, Lord Inquisitor, if you'd spare me but a moment, these people are few and many of them look frail. I feel it would be better if we take 1 in 10 of their men only, not the rest.
We never specified who, so...
Thank you. And turn back to them.
So she comes back looking a little bit apprehensive, maybe a little bit contrite as well, and says, we had our misgivings working for a legion that was not the Dark Angels, but we were so happy to finally have been brought back into the fold of the Emperor's grace. I guess we didn't look into it. We didn't question it enough.
And unfortunately, these oversights have caused issues and problems. I hope, for the sake of your people, you do not cause such things again. Otherwise, your punishment will be far more severe.
She kind of, straightens herself up a little bit, steels herself and says, we are not strangers to sacrificing for the Emperor. What is our punishment?
You are to kill 1 in 10 for your total men.
Very well. And she looks fairly resolved. Will you be carrying out the punishment, or?
No. The ones we brought back will be carrying out the punishment. Their leader has already been willing to sacrifice his own life. Now, bring forth your men.
Very well. It will take a a few hours to organize and.
Then we will be here for a few hours.
Yes. And she goes back. Everyone, obviously, your voice kind of carries quite far. She goes back to kind of inform them, but everyone looks a bit shamed, I think, and you can probably notice one or two people looking worried and scared. But for the most part, these people seem proud of being a Dark Angel recruitment world, and they've clearly been indoctrinated, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's going to be a couple of hours for them to gather up and to sort out who's going to sacrifice and all that kind of thing. The Triskelion people who came with you have now moved off into the crowd and are greeting old friends and family and kind of discussing who they're going to choose.
One thing I want to do, because I imagine we have the Ministratum down here. I don't know how many. I have 2 Ministratums. I don't know if we needed more. But I was gonna assign a detail of the locals that we're bringing back to escort them as they do Ministratum stuff.
You basically want to kind of send them around, reinforce faith in the Emperor, and assure them that their sacrifice is necessary and as much.
Yeah, and then I would look at Lazarus and be like, "You have it from here."
I do.
All right, I'm going to go investigate this laboratory, and then go off because I have power armor on. So I'm like,
I'm having a lovely conversation with Miria.
You find her skin splayed across a tree. Well,
all of a sudden, Sybil's been a predator this whole time, and we have to hunt the Xenos. Too soon?
I don't like that.
Miria, what was it like knowing that you were about to be taken by the Eldar, the Dark Eldar? While you were in pain and agony.
The only thing in her head was pain and agony.
Yeah. Did you think about it, or was it just really concentrated focus?
It was liquid agony.
Yeah.
I only thought about agony.
Okay.
Why do you care?
Well, because I was thinking about whether or not I would kill you at that moment in time.
I am more resilient than this. Look, I am now immune to liquid agony. I take my weakness and I make them strengths.
No, I get that. It was just one of those weighing my options, but I really wanted to kill the Xenos more, so that's why. I was just thinking about everything that we've been through. I don't know if you really like me very much. I understand that, because, you can't trust
What do you mean I don't like you?
Because, you just have these, misgivings, it feels like.
Misgivings? No, Sybil, I respect you and your work very much. What I don't really respect is your girlfriend. She's kind of a bitch.
Well, that's why I like her.
Yeah, fair enough. Everyone has their own things.
Yeah. What about you? Boyfriend, girlfriend?
No friends.
Mechanic or something? No friends?
Listen, I don't do this whole boyfriend, girlfriend thing. It is so primitive, True self is giving yourself to the Omnissiah. The Omnissiah, for lack of words, and I can't even say this really, but the Omnissiah would be my partner in everything I do. This is why I make Lonnie.
Boring.
It is really not when you think of what the Omnissiah is. It's like big polyamorous relationship, but with a very powerful entity that is multiple, just brains of everything.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
It's great. I love my relationship. And I dedicate my life to it.
Yeah.
even a part of you is part of the Omnissiah now.
Yeah, that's true. My arms.
So technically, you're in my relationship.
How do you feel about that?
Not great,
Yeah,
but anything for the Omnissiah, right?
yeah.
You see, because the Omnissiah gives us life and knowledge and the pursuit of perfection, which is realistically a world of metal.
Okay. What do
So,
you think we're gonna find in the lab? I mean, I know you got that information.
oh, the lab!
Yeah.
And I want to check in with Arky. I'll be like,
Sybil has
Arky-
been purposely walking them both towards the lab, like going in that
Oh.
direction.
I've not even been paying attention.
Yeah.
Are we near the lab?
Yeah, you've wandered close enough so that you can see it. It's bigger than the original one that you found.
Oh.
Bit shinier.
Can you imagine how many murder servitors are in there?
I don't know if there's murder servitors. If I recall correctly, your notes said there was some Xenos tech, which you get to blow up, which is pretty awesome.
I do like blowing up Xenos tech.
Yeah.
That's
I hope we
right.
find some Xenos so I can kill them. That's what I want. Since
Well-
you guys don't want me going to the craft world, which I understand. You know, that's a suicide mission and all that. But for the Emperor and all,
We should not approach this right yet, because last time there were traps and stuff.
oh,
we
I can
don't-
look. I can scout it out. You forget,
Yeah,
You forget
Okay.
how good I am at this thing.
I know. It's just with mechanical things, you know, it's kind of my specialty.
Okay, so
You can
you
look.
be the distraction, and I'll look around.
You know,
can talk to the machine spirits, okay?
Sybil,
It's fine.
it's very flattering that you wanted to talk with me about my relationships and figure out who I am and maybe hopes of becoming one of my partners, but this is not how you treat partner.
Is that what you think of? You know what? You're right. I'll just leave it at that. We're just gonna go with that.
I'm very flattered.
Good. Very good.
So before we go too close to the building, I'll probably just like stop and try to scout around and take a look if there's any trace of like mechanical traps on the outside.
The entire facility is well, it's guarded, so it has Triskelion people on the front of it. You know, it's got the big doors, kind of slidey doors. It has the same Archaeotech heavy bolters that was on the last one.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just there. They don't seem to be used or anything like that. Probably they're out of ammunition. And if you want, you can go up to it. It doesn't look dangerous.
Okay. I'll probably walk up and take a look at the heavy bolter setups on the ground and just kind of look sad at them, just kind of pet them and just be like, oh, I know. One day you'll be of use again, I promise.
When you reach out to touch them, one of the Triskelion people guarding says, "No touching."
Why no touching?
This is a place we have been told to guard
By whom?
by the Dark Angels.
And that's
If you, sorry, one second. If you wish to see the structure, you will have to talk to the man in charge of it.
And that would be?
His name is Bonnie. He knows the most of our people about this place. Is something wrong?
No, that was just a system maintenance of my internal chassis.
Damn it.
You know what? I'll come back later.
Okay.
It's just.
Is there any way for Sybil to sneak in?
The doors are firmly shut, and it hasn't been accessed. They guard the front. They keep the front kind of maintained as best they can.
How many guards?
They've never been in. There's probably about 10 guards on the front, like spread out fairly, you know. But you, as I said, like you don't think the lab has ever been accessed, or at least hasn't been accessed for the longest amount of time. Like these guys can't get it. So.
Okay. Is there anything else that I see around there, like around the structure or anything like that?
It's built into the into a kind of hill mountain type thing. Like unlike the other one, which was just out in the open.
Right. Huh. Okay. Huh. Okay. Guess we would. I would. I'd vox. Archeo. Hey, Archeo.
Yes.
Hey, Archeo. Just like as he's walking up.
Like in both like separate voxes, he's like, "Okay, what?"
Yeah, there's no way to get inside. There's guards. I think that they don't like Miria because they basically told her not to touch anything.
It's not that they don't like me. It's that I don't like them.
Oh, right.
And at that point, he'd be like, "Let me handle it." And Miria, you would actually hear that behind you as you heard, dum, dum, dum. And he would like, I don't know if that guard is still there or what is going on, but I'd be like, "Are you standing in our way?"
He snaps to attention, salutes. Lord Inquisitor, we were told you were coming.
Yes, this is my tech priest. Let her through.
Of course, sir. And he steps aside.
And like as he steps aside, I'm going to like deliberately put my hand on the heavy bolter, rub the dust off of it, and blow the dust in his face. Now, open it.
It's never been opened.
Oh, all right. You're not tech priest. And I'm gonna go up and see if there's a panel.
Did she just do all that on purpose so she could be like, "Oh, only I can open it"?
Yeah.
Okay, Miria's petty. Okay, like
we've noticed.
Yes, we would.
Is there a panel that I can access?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the setup is very, very similar to the original science lab that you found.
Okay, so I'll try going with the same like way to enter it and open it.
Yeah, like bypass it and turn off the open doors. Okay, let's get a tech use -10 plus all your pluses.
Yeah, I literally cannot fail. Like,
but you can.
I mean,
I could have used my crit fail, for example.
You know what? Okay, that's just rude.
That would have been. And then Bonnie shows up and crits it.
Don't give him ideas. I don't need this shit. All right, well that's 9 degrees of success.
Yes. So maybe like 20-30 minutes, and you've bypassed all the traps and countermeasures that were in place. Again, it's very similar. It's quite easy for you. The setup's much the same as the last place. And you get access to the heavy bolters. They are indeed out of ammunition. You get access to the doors. You can now open them, close them. You get basic access to information on the lab.
Okay, what what kind of rooms do the lab contain?
So the lab has a main area which is focused on kind of biotech stuff. It has a smaller kind of repository for information and analysis, much like the last one, and it also has like a small armory, but the main area is like a biotech lab, I guess.
Okay. Is there anything in there from a content standpoint that could seem hazardous?
There's no indication of like anything hazardous. There's no like life signs. There's no hazardous. There's a record of some hazardous materials, but there's nothing like loose. There's no kind of alerts or warnings or anything.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna open the doors.
Okay. Doors clunk open, a little bit out of use, and you're presented with. It looks in setup again. It's similar to your initial impression of the first lab, except there's no like mass rows of murder servitors. There's benches and tables and strange flasks and all this kind of thing.
Well, not as fun as the murder servitors, but at least I get to blow some stuff up. All right, let's go explore.
All right. He imagines Sybil's already inside, so. Yep. And he'd be like, all right, if you find any Xenos, we'll collect it and destroy it outside. But there might be something useful here.
There could be. I'll keep looking in the logs and open any doors that you need.
All right. And then he would march in.
Okay. So what exactly are you going for first? You've got the kind of the main lab, and then you've got the repository area.
The main lab first, to see what was kind of their focus of study, and then to locate an armory of some sort after that, and then but yeah, and I imagine Sybil would have caught up with him or showed up and then gone to the armory, but Bonnie's tail's in her face.
So I guess you're setting Miria on figuring out what this place is mission.
Yeah, or whatever she wants to put her hands on mission. I'm like literally, if I find Xenos tech, I'm putting it in a pile and we're gonna destroy it. But that's as far as anything, I want to see what the main lab was holding.
Okay. The main lab is there is a there is like a section which is not walled off. It's like a big metal case like embedded into the wall. That's like almost like a wall safe or something.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, it seems like this place was cleaned up mostly. There's still a few bits and pieces of like old flasks left out and research left out, but mostly it seems like it was cleaned up before it was abandoned. There are similar to the other place. There is multiple consoles that computers that can be accessed. So
I won't touch those because I still can't read.
But can you not read at all? Do you think? Because I know that Lazarus wanted to teach you some.
Lazarus and Miria. It depends. In our downtime, would they have strapped him down to make him read?
We haven't really had downtime outside of like a day or two.
I think the most literate that he's, he is being able to read bones. Like, I don't know if he can write it.
Actually, I don't even think he can read it. He can understand it.
Well, yeah, but
He can understand the language, but like, can he read it? He can't read it as well.
We've also never written it, so I don't think he'd have a reason to read it.
Yeah.
I've written it.
To me, in your
Okay.
journal.
I haven't seen your journal.
Hey. Good. You don't want to go in there.
You don't.
So then I would any consoles I'm not touching because that's not my thing. I'm here to observe. So let's do can I roll a scrutiny to see what kind of things I see here?
sure.
And just kind of search around and see if there's anything that sticks out to me on that kind of level. Let me see here. Scrutiny. Any pluses at all?
No.
Okay. 2 degrees.
Success.
Mhm.
So yeah, there's as you search around, you kind of root around and back. You find a table with a couple of Eldar weapons. There's a shuriken rifle and a shuriken pistol, along with are the Eldar swords? They're called power swords, right? I think.
Sure. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's one of the Eldar power sword weapons.
I would get that to or take note of that. That needs to be destroyed. And then, like, so on that table, if I find anything else Xenos, I'm putting it on that table to be destroyed.
Yeah. And there seems to be like on closer inspection of the kind of metal wall safe. Like, it's very big. It's about 7 foot high, about the same wide. On like inspecting that, it seems like kind of embedded into the wall. So assumedly, it goes quite deep in as well. Maybe another like 7 foot.
And that's a wall safe.
It's similar. It's kind of a big shutter.
Like a vault.
Yeah, a bit more like a vault.
And I would get on the Vox and be like, in bones, Miria, I'm in the main lab. I found some Xenos weapons and that need to be destroyed, but I also located a vault. There's also some consoles here as well.
There's consoles.
Yes.
Any doors that you need to open? Because I can probably open them.
Well, can you open the vault in the main lab?
I'm gonna try to open it from the console that I have.
The console you have does not allow access to that particular bit.
Doesn't work. Okay, I'm coming.
Okay.
I'll like hustle over there and access the console there.
Okay. So you're trying to you're working on one of the lab consoles now. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And are you trying to open the vault again?
Yeah, let me what is this console any different than the one that I had outside?
It has more control over lab functions and the other doors to the repository. So it has more overall control. That one at the front is basically open doors and check out status of lab.
1 second. I like this console better. And I want to click on check out whatever the status of lab.
Okay. The lab is, technically speaking, in working order. It is still powered, which is good. Obviously, you can actually access. It seems like not all of the security protocols were initiated, so you can actually, without even needing to, hack it or do workarounds, you can actually open the doors to the repository and the armory pretty easily. In terms of the vault, there seems to be some kind of complicated program which you don't understand connected to the vault. It's going to take you time to figure that one out, but there's no actual access to the vault from this console. You can't open it or anything like that.
This is puzzle. I don't know this one yet, but what I will do is open doors to armory, other labs, and everything else. I'll keep all the doors open so that you guys can go look. And then I will try to crack this repository. Or this vault, rather. It'll take me a while. I don't know if I know how to do this, but Miria likes puzzles.
I've known that for a while, Miria.
I'm just reiterating. And I'm gonna hop in my elevator music and just start kind of going.
Mars' greatest hits. At this point, I would get on the Fox and be like, Miria, or not, Sybil.
What?
No, I'm sorry. Sybil, I'm heading to the armory currently.
Yeah, I'm already there. Oh, thanks for the door. That was good. Good timing.
And I make my way to the armory.
Okay.
In a hurry, because Sybil has been sitting there.
Trust
Ooh, what do I see inside?
It is majority Eldar weaponry. There is a few pieces of weaponry from other lesser, kind of lesser known races, but probably wouldn't know what they are.
Okay.
Just so you know, there are a couple of Eldar sniper rifles.
That would be heresy for me to use.
Yeah,
this.
I assume they won't interest you, but I'm just saying.
Is there any weapons that that seem strange to me that are Eldar, or things that maybe I don't immediately or inherently recognize?
There's nothing that really stands out. It seems to have been possibly stuff that was found or captured, and they bear markings of being studied, basically taken apart a few times.
Are there any Dark Eldar weapons, or are these just Eldar?
Just Eldar.
Interesting. Anything that is one of a kind?
No, it seems to be pretty much all standard weaponry from. There's armor as well, of course, but yeah. It seems to be mostly standard issue stuff, as far as you can tell.
Okay. Okay, I mean, I'm going to continue looking around to see if there's anything else aside from guns and armor.
Yeah, there are some Xenos grenades and ammunition as well, obviously. There doesn't appear to be anything Imperial.
That's curious.
the design, by the way, guys, the design again of the lab is very obviously Imperial. Just so you know.
Right.
You're not walking into another Eldar temple thing where like holographs are gonna spring up, and scare you, and you're gonna shoot them.
That target still exists, so.
Listen, it didn't scare Sybil. She knew it was there and turned and through the head, but it just physically wasn't there.
Yeah. Wasn't scared at all.
No. Can't be afraid of Xenos. Show no fear.
Yeah.
Show no fear. So there's nothing interesting in here, other than the fact that there's just nothing but Xenos in here?
I mean, you know, some people would find a armory of loads of Xenos weapons interesting, but
I mean, yeah, but Sybil can't use any of them.
True.
Not the people that are like, well, we're gonna blow this place up because it's just full of Xenos.
Well, yeah.
If you're a rogue trader, we might be like,
oh yeah, yeah. But Sybil
jackpot.
can't. I mean,
Illegal arms trade, you know.
Sybil would love to like understand their weapons more, but even that is heresy. So it's like, you know, maybe she might look for like maybe some console security stuff or anything that like has logs of maybe what's in here, or if there was anything more like recently looked at, or I don't know if they keep an inventory or not, but like if there's anything that indicates what they were focused on first or more recently or anything like that.
Yeah, there is a console in here, and you can access it and look up what kind of has been the most recent entries and things like that. Yeah, because Miria's kind of got her web into the consoles and the system, it's easy enough to access now.
Okay.
And the logs detail testing, investigation on specifically Eldar weaponry. There's a few instances of like other Xenos weaponry tests, like the occasional rifle taken. There's even one instance of investigating an orc gun, which it literally just has it literally just has the line, doesn't work, we don't understand it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It was a bucket with a broom on the end of it.
It shot like 18 missiles somehow.
So yeah, it seems like they were trying to better understand Xenos tech. There's a few allusions to, you know, the better you understand your enemy, the better you can kill them.
Right.
It's the standard like heretic excuse, you know,
right.
when it happens. Whether it's actually heresy, you know, talking outside of the kind of, you know, dark heresy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, but yeah, it definitely would be considered heresy. A lot of this research.
Yeah. Is there anything that like I can actually glean as far as knowledge goes? Something that I maybe wouldn't know, or something new to understand?
Would you like to?
I mean, I'm just reading it for the purposes of reporting back, but if I happen to gain knowledge because of it, that's not my fault.
Let's do it like this. Archeo, roll me an let's say agility.
All right. No.
Okay. You have time to investigate a couple of specific weaponry type, like, you know, you have time to scroll through and look for details on anything you'd like to really look into.
Okay. Eldar. Is there anything about the Eldar weaponry specifically around like what am I trying? So there's sniper rifles. There's like explosive stuff.
This may help you.
Okay.
There is an entry on investigation for a witchblade.
Yes, that.
So the witchblade is a longsword carried by Eldar Seers, more specifically warlocks.
Yep.
And is a force weapon. It basically uses runes to channel a seer's energy. It's almost like a boost to their psychic powers.
Right.
It goes into like more detail and this kind of thing. So what I'm going to say is you start to read it, and you realize that obviously, this is investigation and detailing of Xenos tech and that kind of thing. You're perfectly welcome to continue reading it if you like.
Yes.
Okay, cool. You read through it, and it gives you a deeper understanding of warlock kind of. It has smatterings of like the tactics used by the warlocks as well, and these kind of things. So any defensive moves you make against that you make in battle with a warlock, you get +10.
Okay.
So just make a note of that.
Yeah.
But obviously you're a flaming heretic right now as well. So
I was reading this to make sure that the report we had was thorough. Is there anything about counteracting the effects or like disabling the ruins or anything like that?
No, there's nothing. I mean, there's a few examples of how to dissect the weapon and turn, but if you had the weapon, you wouldn't be, fighting, so it wouldn't give you an advantage in battle.
No, not for me to have it, but if there's like a weak point or anything else that would like, if a bullet from a sniper rifle would even do anything to it, for example.
Probably not.
Okay.
It's unless it was like disabled internally.
Okay.
It's
Okay. Okay. Cool.
So let's say you can get some info on one more thing.
Okay. Armor. Eldar armor?
Sure. Yeah, so you find details on the basic Eldar armor.
Okay.
It goes into very almost like musings on the variants, like striking scorpion armor,
Right.
swooping hawk, warp spider. So let's say after reading through this, you have a let's call it a +2 damage on regular Eldar kind of guardians.
Okay.
And any aspect warriors, you have a +1 damage. Just because you glean the basic details of where to aim, even like the weak points of the helmet, especially.
Okay.
Obviously, because Sybil doesn't shoot anywhere else.
Eldar. What was the second one? Eldar.
Aspect warriors, so like striking scorpions, fighters, all that kind of thing.
Okay. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna keep this very hush hush. Nobody will know anything at all.
You hear footsteps.
Just looking through the console casually.
Yep. Oh look, that's all.
Hey, Archeo, how's it going?
The Inquisitor of Heresy.
Yep. Hey,
hello.
Archeo. Yeah.
He looks. Can I roll scrutiny?
Sure. What are you looking for?
I probably noticed right off the bat it's Eldar because I noticed the Eldar weaponry above. I would look at if there isn't anything that's Xenos related, anything that like we can use supplies or the such, or anything that's like a relic of some sort that they had. But also, I kind of want to gauge Sybil's demeanor and seeing if I can spot her being up to no good. Which I imagine that's going to be a high scrutiny because she's fucking cool as a cucumber all the time. Any pluses to this?
Well, you said you were hurrying, so Sybil would have. Well, when you said you were coming here, you said you were hurrying, so Sybil would have heard you coming.
Yeah.
And had time to kind of,
honestly, here's the thing. Even if she had something up about the Xenos tech, she could literally still have something up about the Xenos tech up, and I'd be like, "What are you reading?"
Yeah,
and then she could be like, "Oh, it's about puppies," and he'd be like, "Okay."
So, in terms of like
Heretic
looking
puppies.
around, in terms of like scrutinying the room, that's fairly easy. In terms of checking Sybil out and being like she's had time to compose herself, and so it's going to be difficult, definitely. But yeah, roll a straight up scrutiny.
7 degrees.
Oh damn, nice roll. Okay, so yeah, there seems to be something up with Sybil. She seems a bit more excited, a bit more slightly more focused, like she is when she's on a mission, but you can't like hone in on that precisely.
What is it? You seem excited.
Oh yeah, I was just imagining pulling a bullet through the warlock's head, and it just got me really excited.
He's very suspicious of her right now. But then he would just like take note of that she's acting funny to him, and he would just go on searching the room, looking for anything that's not Xenos.
There's nothing but Xenos in here, so you don't have to worry about trying to find something useful.
And then he would just like keep looking around, looking for secret compartments, because relics are usually kept secretly, if just in case. Or generally relics are like on a pedestal like somewhere, but he would be looking for something that's like you hit a button and all of a sudden a wall opens up and then there's a fucking beautiful storm bolter in there of some sort. But yeah, that's what he'd be looking for with the scrutiny and the such. So
okay, you don't find any secret things. You do find an instance of a Tau pulse rifle. Also an instance of a Kroot rifle as well. There's only there's one Tau rifle, and then there's a couple of Kroot rifles.
Told you, just Xenos.
I'm gonna head to the repository.
Have we found anybody to kill yet?
I mean, no.
It's been days.
That could change in a second.
Weeks.
Crew.
Weeks.
Well, you're more than welcome to head to the craft world if you would like.
Maybe they'll just show up here. I wonder if there's a way to broadcast.
Do you know Eldar frequencies?
I don't know. I'll just push a bunch of buttons. Maybe something will happen.
On the Vox too, I'll just be like, "Attention, comrades. Please do not push any buttons, as I'm sure you're thinking about it right now."
What does this red button do, you think? Archaea, you want to take a bit?
And the campaign ends.
So, while after all this has happened, Miria, you have been going through the console. You come upon a very, very detailed file. Basically labeled as the Pyre virus.
The Pyre what?
The Pyre virus.
Pyre virus?
Yeah. Should we take a break? Yeah.
You know what?
I need to pee.
We're gonna take a 5-minute break, guys. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
Who fucking doesn't break on a cliffhanger? This is rude.
We'll be right back. See you guys soon.
Swing.
Hello! Yeah, wait, swing.
I'd have to find that paleo recipe now.
Yeah, we're talking about food, guys. That's why we took
Talk about paleontology.
paleontology. Yeah. Yeah. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry now. I had all that meatball.
That word still means nothing to me. I don't know what the fuck it means, or keto, or any of the other dietary things you guys said.
Well, keto is basically just no carbs,
Sounds
no
awful.
no refined sugars,
Nope.
no dairy,
Nope.
I got it.
like limiting your food portions
No,
as well. I know.
Limit isn't in my dictionary.
But like I've never done a diet before. And like this is the first time, and it's like I don't know. I have a lot of really good mental willpower because like I don't know. I just do.
I put it in
much
Discord.
easier.
The one I had. Yeah.
Oh, sorry guys.
Dieting for me is 4 meals instead of 5 meals a day.
What?
I eat a
5
lot
meals?
of food. I eat a lot.
I have
5
maybe maximum 2 meals a day, but I also do intermittent fasting anyway, so that's just...
I snack in between. Like we literally bought snacks. Oh, I love food. Food's great.
I have
Do
snacks.
these have sea salt on top?
You can put sea salt on
Yeah.
top of them.
Oh hell yes!
They're
I'm
delicious.
all about that salty and sweet.
Yeah.
My lady bought me this. Well,
For
this
water?
is hers. Yeah. So this is like 200 milliliters. I drink like 3 of these
Yeah.
a day.
I drink 5 to 6 of these
Yeah.
a day.
Yeah, I'm like, funny enough, I during stream, I was thirsty and I really wanted mine was empty. Can I ask her if she can have hers?
What's so
And she
funny?
refilled it.
Do we have what did you
No,
have?
fucking
Sheepy?
everyone's talking about them drinking water, and all of a sudden, like this 2-liter.
Yeah, no, she beats
Someone
you.
comes up, he's like-
No, I have soda here too. I'm just not drinking it. But
It's diets, all right.
yeah, it's healthy.
Diet is not better. Diet
No,
actually
it's
has
not.
more sugar in it.
Yeah.
No.
No,
As
yeah,
aspartame or something.
Yeah, aspartame or chemical shit.
Maltitol.
Aspartame hurts my tummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the lady had just filled up her entire water bottle, and I asked for a sip of water, and I drank half of the bottle.
A lot of the time,
You're
if
the
you
worst.
think you're hungry, actually drink a glass of water, and it generally
That doesn't work for me.
not
I just-
everybody, but for a
Yeah.
lot of people, they're dehydrated, and so you think it's hunger, but it's not. But yeah. Anyway,
I swear. Sorry. Last point. Like I
Yeah.
cut out basically all refined sugar and stuff, and I started last week, like on Sunday. And I have to tell you, like the first 3 days, I probably wanted to die.
Yeah.
And then after that, there was like a turning point, and now I feel a lot better. It's like my skin's cleared up. I can wake up. Like it's crazy. Sugar is a
Oh, yeah.
fucking like I am like, and I love sugar. I love cake. I love cookies. I can just eat. I fucking ate a shot of sprinkles on stream once because I like sprinkles so much. Like no word of a lie.
I mean, you are a unicorn
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pooping rainbows after that.
in the urinal.
We found. I found vegan ice cream last night. That was like because it tastes like ice cream to me. I mean, because it's paleo, so.
It doesn't have to be quote sugar free. That's what does it for me. I can't do sugar free ice cream. It tastes disgusting.
No, see,
Yeah,
and
we
it's
tried
all
that
about
with Klondike bars. That did not work.
Yeah, no. Anyway.
This is all in character, by the way, guys.
Yeah, we're just talking
No,
about...
sometimes when I try to get rid of extra skin parts so I can replace with mechanical parts, I go on diet.
Why not just grab a welder?
Well, that's what diet is, you scrape off whatever you have.
You should go on the Hive City diet, where they don't have enough food to feed everyone, and a food riot breaks out, and you kill your friends for a scrap of bread.
Yep.
The Necromunda diet.
Yep.
That sounds stressful.
Sybil's very familiar with the Necromunda diet.
I feel like Lazarus is
part of her
also
job is just
everything
thinning
here.
the population, really.
You see, now I have this horrible image of you shooting like starving orphans because
Yeah.
they're too much population.
Well, yeah, because a lot of the time, if you survive that, then you actually get enlisted into the Moritat, so it actually works in her favor.
Oh, this one has a gas canister next to it.
So,
Anyway,
Bye, orphans.
with that lovely image,
we're really good about getting off track today.
Yeah.
We worked our way back into 40k, just orphan killing into 40k.
Yeah.
Miria,
Yes.
the file. You found
The
it.
file.
You found the file.
Defile me.
Oh, God.
The file.
I'm not prepared for this level of intimacy, okay? No.
404 error not found.
The Pyrevirus?
Yes.
What does it say?
So the details of the Pyrevirus, it appears to have been a compound found on an Eldar made world.
Mm-hmm.
The details of which it appears to have been an early Eldar scientific kind of experiment or investigation into the best ways to deal with chaos. And the original intent of the Eldar was to manufacture a virus that would wipe out entire systems and sectors of humanity, because humanity and the Imperium are a large part of what fuels chaos at the moment and for the longest time. And what the Pyrevirus is it appears to be a mistake by the Eldar. So they were intending a virus to wipe out large portions of humanity. What actually transpired was that it ended up being almost like a psychotic. It affects the brains of humans, where it drives them slowly insane. It kind of warps their brain and their physiology slightly. Unfortunately, it is deadly to both the Eldar and Dark Eldar. So, what ended up happening was the virus infected the sector on a few planets, and when the Eldar tested it, and when they went in to investigate it, it killed their teams. Now, what appears to have happened, and what's detailed in these notes, is that an Imperial kind of explorator team found the facility where this virus was being manufactured, managed to kind of plunder it along with some weapons and other things, and brought it back to this lab to turn into a weapon against the Xenos.
So there's currently like some vials or whatever of the Pyrevirus in this facility.
Presumably, it does detail a repository of a vault of virus.
And just to reiterate, it's fatal towards Eldar and Dark Eldar, but to humans, it just kind of drives them mad and changes physiology a little bit.
Yeah, it is. It is also ultimately fatal to humans because, and there's details of a test that the lab did. The madness spreads. It comes almost like a religious mania. Brands appear on their faces.
Yeah.
It's highly it's highly transferable from human to Eldar and Dark Eldar. And originally the virus was transferred it was kind of like put out into the atmosphere, and it would infect everyone on the planet. They'd go insane, they'd kill each other. This version that has been produced here is a little bit less. It needs to be ingested or injected, so it's less very, you know the word,
virulent. Yeah.
It's less virulent. But it's still dangerous to Eldar and Dark Eldar. Like, if they come in contact with someone, they will be infected and die within a few hours at least.
Okay.
Which would explain a few things.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna look at this and just. This makes a lot of sense. This explains a lot. Arkiel.
Yes.
So you remember how the Eldar they went away from the Abbey when we were defending it?
You mean the Dark Eldar?
The Dark Eldar, yes. So remember how we didn't know why they left?
Yes.
I think I know why they left now.
Because we're powerful and we scared them off. You were not joking? Well, I was guessing.
Oh no, that is completely wrong.
Okay.
There is virus.
What virus?
Well, there is a virus called the Pyrebrand, and it is fatal, like instantly fatal towards the Eldar and Dark Eldar. But towards humans, it has the effect of having a brand put on face and also some religious kind of craze. So that explains why we saw peoples with the face brands.
Can Sybil hear this conversation?
Right now it's just towards Arkiel.
Over Vox though, right?
Over Vox, yeah. But it's a private channel.
Okay.
Are we speaking in bones, I hope?
Yeah.
Okay.
I doubt they have any technology to actually register it, so.
It would, however, be terrible for this too.
Yeah.
Well, I worry because what if, we're on mission, but, Arcanus, as an Inquisitor, has sent people to spy on us as well as we're doing our thing. Or just any other Inquisitor, by that matter, because now I'm paranoid about every Inquisitor I meet. Arkiel would think about that and be like, so what?
There are apparently, supposedly, samples of the virus in this building.
So did we make where'd the virus come from?
It was made by Eldar. And they accidentally made this. They were trying to find something that would wipe peoples and planets. But they did that. The pyrovirus is ultimately, fatal towards humans as well, just over a much longer period of time. Whereas it's instantly fatal towards Eldar. So
The samples are here.
Yes, I cannot get to them yet. They're apparently in this vault. I still need some time.
So
But we can probably access them. I just need more time.
So here's the issue. They're Eldar, correct?
Mm-hmm.
They're Xenos in origin.
Mm-hmm.
They need to be destroyed with everything else.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and I'm just gonna like click off the box, and
I'm
just
rolling
gonna,
scrutiny on that. I'm definitely rolling scrutiny on that one. Any pluses?
Nope.
Huh? No? Okay.
And do I do a deception?
Yeah, if
Whatever
you're
it is.
lying, then absolutely, yeah.
Yep. Ah, shit. Nope. All right.
17.
Yeah. Yeah, Miria wants to become immune to this virus.
Oh.
Plain and simple. She's
Okay.
gotten a taste of being immune to the what's it called? Liquid agony. She wants to be immune to this virus.
Okay.
And ideally also develop a secret like kind of cure that she can kind of administer to her allies as well, but mostly for herself.
Yeah.
So that would come across my mind. Is that what Maria wants to do?
With that scrutiny, I think you could probably figure it out, yeah.
He like puts two into. He like thinks about like the liquid agony in that moment, and he's like, "Oh dear God!" And he starts running off from Sybil, which he probably heard Arkel's conversation. He like heard his half, but not what Maria said, and he's like, "Oh dear God!"
What?
And he just starts running. Maria.
I've closed. I'm just like still working on the vault.
Miria.
What? I'm busy.
I know, I get it. Why is Arkiel freaking out? Why is he going to you? He's going to you. Tell me what you
shit.
found. Did you find something?
Click, and I'm just gonna like, turn around and just like close the door to whatever, like where the vault is. Just if there's a room, just like close it. And just...
Yeah, you could probably get the door. Let's have a face-off to see how this goes. Let's get a tech use from Miria, and an agility, acrobatics, athletics, etc. from Arkiel.
Now, question. I'm wearing power armor. Does that give me any sort of bonus other than the armor bonus?
I think it's fairly heavy, so maybe a -10.
It's a yes and no.
Okay.
It is not a Starday's power armor. It is not a second skin to you. It's also brand spanking new to you.
Okay.
So they do give a pretty significant boost to strength.
Mm-hmm.
But most power armors are actually very cumbersome.
Yeah, let's say a -10.
Okay.
Would Sybil be able to make it there in time?
Is Sybil going to try?
I mean, yeah, he just ran off and Miria hung up on her.
I mean, how big is the facility? Because she just needs to close the door, right?
Yeah, you did take the time to contact Miria, so I'll say probably be a -40 on your agility check. But you could be like, oh, and also keep in mind that you guys are competing against Miria. You don't just need a success, you need a better success than 7 degrees.
Which, good McFucking luck.
What the fuck do you want me to do with that? I can't do that ever.
Well, don't use your reroll then.
Well, I can't. There's no point in me using my reroll because I can't. I have a 43. I can't get more than 4 degrees success if I crit. Do I have a crit?
Yeah, you do.
I crit.
Shut up.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Are
would
you
not.
kidding me? You're gonna crit on. Oh my god. Okay.
This has worked out so well for Sheepdog.
Mistakes,
so
That's
you-
a
McLoken,
really
mistakes.
Big waste, unfortunately.
I mean, do you realize how many you guys collectively have wasted anyway?
I haven't used any of my crit successes. I
I've
still
used
have all
one
4.
for a good reason.
I think I've used one. Yeah.
I think this is a
have
perfect
you.
time because cinematically in my head, this looks fucking awesome. As
Oh,
the door is like closing through, and then a giant power armored person fucking rolls through and does a roll.
What, you're gonna do like an Indiana Jones slide, and then like reach back in and grab your I don't know whip that you happen to have. Okay, so here's
I would like to counter hack her stupid door, please.
here's
You're counter hacking against a Adeptus Mechanicus.
I know, but I have something specifically for this purpose, so.
here's the
I don't know what it is.
Jesus Christ.
But before that happens, here's the crit option I'm gonna give McLoken / Arkeel. So the doors are closing. You can make it through. You can just about slide through. Will be fine. You hear Sybil behind you, and you realize you can probably prop the door open long enough for her to get through as well. Would you like to? So it's going to be like,
Answer is no.
go through, kind of.
Here's the thing. I would, because then Sybil's in the same room as me.
Yeah. So you're going to.
Yeah.
Okay. So you stop just enough space for you to kind of like push your hands against, and you just brace against this door, like very slowly pushing closer. Sybil, I assume you're going to do something along the lines of like slide through his legs.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but then I was like, it would probably be way cooler if I like did a sideways cartwheel in the air and went through.
You know what? Once I see Arkeel trying to keep the door open, I'm just gonna open the door.
Too late.
Y'all are really tryharding
Yeah.
to just
Yeah.
open a door.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
It's
when I see
fine.
Arkeel's there, I'm gonna be like, oh well, I don't want to crush him, so I'll just open the door.
Too late. Too fast. Too furious. Tokyo drifting. What?
Indeed. Joel's flipping through the door right now. Like,
Yeah, Sybil does like a cartwheel back spring, like flies over Arkeel's
It's
head.
one of those the Matrix move where I think it was it Neo or somebody else? It goes
Both of them.
Both of them.
even the keymaster.
No, I know
Let us have
specifically.
our fun, okay?
She's talking about the when they're going to the bank to rescue
Yeah.
Morpheus. Both Neo and Trinity do flips along the hallway shooting bullets. So
Yes.
I think there's
So I'll just keep the door open. Once I see Arkeel there, I'll just open the door.
And you guys are in.
yeah. And I would look at Miria and be like, no.
Why? It
Because
works so well.
I have a better idea. If anybody wants to hear mine.
Do you even know what my idea was, Sybil?
I don't care what your idea was. I have a better idea.
This girl.
I have an idea, but I want to hear Sybil's idea first.
Ready? Okay. Miria does whatever tech priests do, right? And does some kind of weaponization, and we send it to the craft world, right? And then they all die.
You know this is heresy.
But you
That
would be
is
the one
great.
weaponizing it, not me, so it's okay.
it's not. And
It's not heresy? If
no,
I weaponize Xenos tech?
researching Xeno's tech is literally like a third of what the Mechanicus does.
Wait, so it's not heresy for me?
No!
Oh, fuck
That's
yeah.
why I
Oh my
said-
god, are you kidding me? I'm fully on board. Oh,
Use like if Sybil went and picked up one of their guns and started using it when there was a very simple option for using a regular gun, that is
oh, so it's a choice thing.
they use Xeno's tech when it's needed to be done. It's just really, really frowned upon.
There's a line. For Sybil, she can't cross that line, but Miria totally can. Weaponize. Send to Craft World. Boom. Done.
And yeah, it'd probably be considered archaeotech stolen by Xenos, actually, as well.
Well, it's actually it's Xenotech stolen and turned into archaeotech,
and then restolen.
It's a really grey line right
The
there.
thing is, it's in a research facility. There's literally no reason why Miria would have any issue being like, all right.
Okay.
It's there to be researched for.
Just A, Archeel's a hard ass. B, how it was explained to Archeel was it's Xenos.
Yeah.
That's all he heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eldar.
Let me explain.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
You know, I won't pretend I'm not a little excited, okay?
I mean,
Archeel, this okay, before you say no, I'm just gonna like grab his head with my mechadendrites and just hold it from shaking, like side to side.
Because one of yours is one of the lifter ones, right?
One of them is utility. The other one is medical.
So,
So
there's
what-
like a needle in one face.
Yeah,
And it's just like,
the most uncomfortable sandwich you've ever been in.
You've got the magneto power thing as well, haven't you?
Oh yeah, that too.
"Ba-na-na-na-na."
So I'm just gonna like, I'll just try to explain to Archil, be like, it's not technically Xenos. It's kind of, but okay, listen. So it was actually developed by Eldar. And because it's a research facility, it's free game.
Think about it, Archeel.
It was made
Wipe
by
out
El.
an entire Craft World.
Sybil,
Well, I'm just-
let
Could
me.
do a big service to the Empire.
I
the
know,
Emperor.
but we cannot get. Let me get to this part after. Hold on. Archil.
But it was made by Eldar.
It was made by Eldar.
So it needs to be destroyed.
It would
No.
be destroyed if it was launched at them.
Okay, so it will eventually need to be destroyed, but because it is in a research facility, and it can kill the Eldar.
I want to
It's
roll
like-
something because I don't think.
Am I explaining this properly?
Well, it's a. I mean, for Miria, yes, you're explaining it perfectly fine. But it's basically a imperial adjustment of Xenos tech. So
Oh, okay.
it's kind of imperial. It's very gray area.
It's practically imperial.
Can I roll war?
I can't believe it's not Imperial.
What would you like to roll?
War.
Yeah, what's
No, just to see, like, in past instances of this occurring, where something like this, where we, the Imperium used something that was developed by synthesizing something from Xenos tech.
Sure.
Any pluses?
Detect plus 10.
10. 6 degrees.
Nice. Yeah, so you can probably conjure up a few instances where, like, from the slightly larger, further in the past, maybe, where things have been utilized. You've heard stories about tech being studied, like Xenos tech being studied, and more specifically, like soldiers using a dropped enemy's weapon to save their lives, or like that kind of thing. So it's frowned upon, but there are always extenuating circumstances. There are always, like, sometimes it's necessary, sometimes it's needed. So you can fit your head around it, definitely, but it's still basically little bit dodgy.
Hmm.
Probably doesn't feel right exactly, but
Well, here's the thing. So, my understanding of the Pyrebrand, or the virus, I say we can use it to destroy the craft world.
That is not a bad idea.
We will have to. Will we have to manufacture anything?
A little. But I can probably do it.
Can we make it more contagious to them?
Okay, so I am better at the mechanical side. The medical side is also good, but like the biochemical side.
Well, here's the thing. When I was younger, I was exposed to it, but I was never infected.
Okay, so from what I learned about the pyrovirus, when you have it, does it go away at one point, or is it always in you?
it does need to properly take hold. So, for example, with the food that was being dispersed, it needed to be continually consumed for it to take a hold on a system. Which
Right.
is why you guys didn't show any symptoms, because once you realized what was happening, you stopped taking the food, and only some people it like got a hold of. And it's not transmitted from person to person in this form. Originally it was transmitted, but it's been engineered so that injections and things like that.
Right.
So it can still be transmitted to Eldar from contact, quite often like close contact, which is obviously why the Dark Eldar had such problems, because they enjoy torture and this kind of thing. They like to get up close. So likelihood is that Arkiel wasn't actually exposed.
Okay. I mean, clearly you don't have it, considering you're not crazy and burned.
I could be immune.
No, I don't think that's the case. But
I am an Inquisitor now.
oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Inquisitor. Do you suddenly become immune to poisons and...
I'm just saying maybe that's why I've made it this far.
You know why you've made it this far? Because, yes, you are a good person, and you are good at your job, and good shot, but you also have a good team.
But I also might be immune.
Why don't I shoot you with it and we'll see if we were immune?
Alright.
No. Obviously, I'm not going to do that, Arkiel. My...
Well, you were about to inject yourself with it to become immune.
No, I was not going to inject myself with pure pyrovirus.
He crosses his arms and he's like, it might not have been pure, but someone who formed an immunity to liquid agony and would probably want to make an immunity and test it on themselves to make sure it worked.
Okay, maybe, but still, I would not put pure of this disease into my veins. I need to tamper with it a little.
So let's think about this. How are we going to get it to a craft world without it getting detected?
Maybe it could be detected. And I'm going to go into my database. Back in very, very old time, in a place called Greech, there was Trojan horse. I don't know what Trojan is, and I don't know what a horse is. But apparently, you put the peoples in Trojan horse and you send, and then they have it inside, and then they all die from inside.
Trojan horses, are they liked by the Eldar? Do they worship it?
No, listen, we need to give them something that they like, and then that way it gets disease inside.
Okay, So,
It also works with Christophe Colomb and the Native Americans of.
I mean, that was an accident, but
I don't even know what you're talking about, Miria, but here's you'd have to set up some kind of a delayed release, right? We find an Eldar, we knock him out, we inject, and then send it back to the craft world. And then
God, I wish Lazarus was there with you guys so I could talk more.
Well, I'm gonna at this point I'll probably just like. Do you think Lazarus knows more about this? He knows stuff.
no, I don't think so. He knows
If he knows stuff.
Lazarus does not have understanding of this type of thing.
You
What?
know, sometimes I think he knows.
No.
Why do you think he doesn't know?
We gotta come up with a way to lure one or two Eldar, or I mean, a whole bunch is fine too.
Sure.
Whatever it is.
Sure.
Inject them, send them on back home, and problem solved. Entire craft world wiped out. It's fine. I feel like this is a surefire plan.
As she's talking, I'm just gonna like buzz into Lazarus, and I'm just gonna be like, Lazarus?
I'm assuming it's been a while. The executions have finished.
Yeah. They all went through. There were a couple who.
If anyone ran, I shot them myself.
Yeah, they didn't run, but they, they seemed a little bit lacking in faith. I think the people around them would have made sure that.
I mean, they're killing friends and family. I would expect nothing else. If they were absolutely deadpan willing, I'd probably shoot them all anyways, because that's psychopathy.
Well, recruitment world, Space Marine,
Old recruitment world that hasn't seen recruitment in forever.
True. Which, but yeah, like they can be extremely fanatical. But no, there is hesitation. There's but they word's gone around of their betrayal, and they're probably, while they're hesitant to sacrifice, at the same time there's probably a mix of shame and gratitude at not just being fucking wiped out. Okay. So it goes through, and they all died the same way with the blade through the and do you allow them to like see to their standard burial rituals?
Yeah, I don't see the fuck why not.
All right. So yeah, the bodies are, you're kind of overseeing the bodies being taken away and kind of ministering to people, that kind of thing, when a voice comes through your voice.
Lazarus.
Yes.
We might have found something that we kind of need your input on. And by kind of, I mean a lot, yes.
Sybil's trailed off and started talking to herself about how she can't wait to kill all the people in the craft world.
Oh boy, murder!
Just hear an argument in the background. It's like, how are you going to find one or two Eldar?
I got a mission to kill a warlock.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fucking blow up a craft world.
I mean, the warlock's probably there. And if not, then it'll definitely get their attention. So.
What is it, Miria? Do you need me there, or can I stay here?
Well, you remember the virus that was causing troubles with the foods, and then...
No, you can't touch it.
Well, I can't yet anyways, but I'm still planning on it. But listen.
Why?
Because it is technically Imperial tech.
Whether it is or isn't, it's dangerous. We don't know how it's transferred.
Oh no, we do now. We know exactly how it transferred. We know everything about it. It's all right here.
And how is it transferred, Miria?
Well, fatal to Eldar and Dark Eldar, and it is only really transferred to humans by eating a lot of it and having the virus take hold, or an injection.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you going to do with it?
Well, there are a couple things. Sibyl really wants to kill a craft world.
It's not happening.
Well,
We're going nowhere near that craft world.
maybe we don't have to. That was where the strategy part comes in. The other thing is we could also become immune to this.
We are not putting that in our body.
Okay, you don't have to. I will.
Miria, from personal life experiences, do not put that in your body.
Wait, have you had this disease?
This is a conversation for another time. But you will not inject anyone with this disease.
Okay, fair enough. I'm just saying, there's right now discussions about weaponizing it against Eldar.
If you weaponize it, how are you going to get it there?
That is the discussion that we need to have.
We have no long-range weaponry.
That doesn't mean we can't get some. Or sacrifice somebody to the Eldar. Or Craft World.
And we can guarantee absolute success from this.
No. But this is a shot. But the minute that it takes hold in the Craft World, it will become very, well, detrimental. It could wipe out the whole Craft World.
Or it could be quelled in an instant.
That is where the plan of attack comes in. Multiple points of entry?
That would require more than one sacrifice, Miriam.
That's true. Well, if there are any heretics, we can make them do this. Have you killed all of them so far? Or is there still a few that...
First of all, they're not heretics. They're being punished for the deeds of few. It is a task that is unfortunate in nature.
Right, okay. So we find heretics instead, and then use them.
Again, Miriam, they would still never make it anywhere near a craft world.
Well, I can't even access this yet. So once you want to maybe talk to Arkiel about it, I don't know. We have ideas not fully formed. Sibyl seems really excited to just blow up a craft world.
I'm on my way.
Okay. Lazarus is on his way.
God.
Great. So we've discussed, and we can't agree on the method to do this.
It's okay.
Well-
Neither can Lazarus. He doesn't want anything to do
Yeah,
with it.
he's just some soggy bread, so it's fine.
What is bread?
You know what bread is. It's mixed into your rations.
I don't eat bread. Ugh.
Okay, so
By mixed in, I mean it's like part of your little Syntho food cube.
Oh, okay.
key in all
It's a
this
tiny sandwich.
is how to delay the infection after we get an Eldar, and before
Okay.
they go back.
The
to the
problem
craft world.
is you're not thinking about how you're just gonna find an Eldar.
You know what? I'm actually really good about encountering them, so you never know. We'll just hold on to it until the right moment. Then we'll strike, and they're dead. That's it. Problem solved. Better yet. Ooh. Wonder if Manius could find one. I bet you he could. I could appeal to his personal sense of ego and be like, I bet you can't get me an Eldar. And then he would be like, yeah, I could. And then he would.
I'm just gonna keep trying to hack into the, and open the vault door.
Are you you've got the basics, and obviously this took a bit of time. You got the basics of the virus, but there are multiple files and things to go through. Are you gonna prioritize that over trying to get into the vault, or are you gonna prioritize the vault?
I'll probably prioritize the vault first and then read a bit more about it after. Like, I'll probably read more of it like while Lazarus is here, and then while they're discussing, and then I'll just kind of study it.
So, there's no way to access the vault through this console. You probably assume there's one specific console that deals with the vault. It's kept separate from all the others because of its contents. After you have tried for a while, and then Lazarus gets here and they're talking, you do also find a file that you can't access initially. You could probably break into it.
Okay.
Would you like to?
I would love to.
All right. Give me a tech use.
Okay.
Clacka.
Clacka.
It's the tech priest version of Daka. Oh, hell yeah.
No.
Yeah, 9 degrees.
So, this file basically details the lore and history of the virus.
Okay.
You know the basics, that it was discovered on Eldar main world. It is, from what you can tell, the original adjusted, unfucked with version of the virus still exists on the Eldar craft world.
Oh.
So they took samples of it, but they didn't do anything else. And there is reference to the planet, and it's called Exile.
It's called Exile, the Telenar craft world? Ooh,
Well, no,
okay.
The planet with the disease. From.
Oh, the planet that the disease comes from.
With the virus was.
Oh. Okay. Does it have a location?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
Exile.
It
is okay. It is Exile. Sorry, like that Exile. Sorry, it like took me. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just on the map right here.
It's like literally in the middle of the map. Like,
So,
oh my god.
That is the planet that's been claimed by Chaos.
Yeah, that's the work planet. That's the fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's the
Dicks.
fun planet. That means demons. Let's go.
And probably Chaos Space Marines.
I mean, I'm
Looks
more
like-
scared of
looks
demons
like-
than a chaos.
Looks like I'm being taken jaded soon.
Okay.
But the original virus is a lot worse for humanity because it's airborne and it spreads quicker and more virulent.
So it is
So we
airborne.
can't
The
go there.
original
The
virus,
original one
The
is.
original
Yeah.
one is.
The
Okay.
original virus was airborne because it was designed to be dropped on planets and like infect the human populace and kill them all. The adjusted one that the Imperials have kind of engineered is consumed. It's kind of absorbed or injected. So, it's not airborne.
Okay. So I'll just look at that and just be like, I'll just make a little mental note or whatever that Exile is the place not to go. Yeah, we're gonna ixnay on the Isle EA.
I mean, keep in mind that the planet infested by chaos and claimed by chaos is also the location of a virulent and dangerous virus.
Noted.
Surprise! Who would have guessed?
I guess that's why Exile is.
Yes.
Ugh.
So another question I have is if the current ability to transfer for this virus is injection or ingestion, how do you expect to spread it on an Eldar craft?
Well, it's transferable through close contact with
Yeah, with Eldar.
Eldar.
That is only for humans. For Eldar, is just contact.
Right.
You
And
remember all the dead bodies of Eldar?
yes,
Back on the
the
Abbey?
ones that were very smartly
remember.
abandoned.
Yes,
They
those
recognized the virus.
they did, but a little late, don't you think?
For a few of them, others got away.
No, and then it got onto the ship, and then the ship was dead.
A Manius would probably say otherwise.
I mean, tomato, tomato.
I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because we've
Well-
got a very good strategy here.
No, it does matter still, because it's not a guaranteed way to wipe out a hive world without sacrificing innumerable amount of Imperial lives.
For the Emperor?
Here,
No, it is not.
here's the thing. We know where they're going, correct?
No.
We have an idea, yes.
We can assume.
How
Can
we
I
assume-
can I do a roll? Shit, I don't have Eldar.
Us.
The craft world was stationary, right?
We didn't see it.
It would. You don't have an exact pinpoint location.
Mm-hmm.
They were sending out scouts to check out the area to find out where the craft world is and what it's doing. But you didn't have an exact location, so probably it's floating around somewhere out there, plotting and planning because hell no.
So, wait, is that common knowledge that exiles were the main viruses, and that's what they're trying to make it to?
It's the only reference you found is here in this lab.
Okay.
Definitely
Well,
not common knowledge. But so you guys like there's a it's very likely that this is where the Inquisitor originally got Inquisitor Rosencrantz originally procured the virus, possibly saw to its manufacture.
Who did?
Well,
Rosencrantz.
Oh, Rosencrantz. Oh.
Yeah, this is the only location that you know of.
And we don't know where she was manufacturing it because her head got blown up.
Are there any, like, signatures of Rosencrantz in here? No?
And you rolled pretty well, so you probably would have found them.
Yeah.
If you'd like, you can go deeper into the files and everything, and just do it like you've kind of skimmed the majority of the system and all the kind of information here. You've gone slightly more in depth to the virus, and that's how you found the file about exile. You can like keep going deeper, but you're gonna need like days to go through this stuff.
Yeah. This might take me a while. There's a lot of information here.
We need all of it.
Well, it will take me days to go through this, so you better find something else to do in the meantime. I don't have... Listen, I can either prioritize opening the vault door or the information, not both. So I can do one or the other, and then I can do the other one after.
Let's get the information first and then work on the virus. That way, in that time, we can come up with a plan, or the best plan that we can come up with, and then take out this craft world. But there's still other places in this facility to explore and go from there. Maybe there'll be something else that can help us get some more information.
Okay. You guys go and explore other things, but I will be here for a while. Lazarus, I don't know if this is too much to ask, but if you could bring me a meals, just anything to keep me alive, I will be
It is not too much to ask, because I'm staying here.
That is really not necessary. I'm just going to be looking at this information.
Lazarus sits in the nearest chair.
Suit yourself. Just don't bring me bread. And I'm gonna like set up basically almost like a little ritual kind of thing just for comfort. Like, I don't know if it's weird to bless the console too, but just to try to, I don't know, just kind of.
It's honestly, it's so old, probably going through just a general maintenance is actually what be a smart idea.
Yeah. So I'll do that. I'll kind of bless it, and I'll like hook myself in and hover.
No.
I'll hover lightly.
How many days do you think it's going to be?
Can I roll for that?
Roll me attack. So basically, the more you succeed, the more accurate your guess will be.
Okay. 5 degrees. It's not that bad.
So you'd say,
Haha, it's a 69. Sorry. Continue.
So you say probably just having a quick look at all the information, it's probably going to take you 4 days to a week. Like
Okay.
maximum a week to go through all this information. Like properly.
Yep.
The better part of a week.
Right. I dig through my pouch and take out 7 food cubes and put them on a table.
You know, for a priest, I'm not going to finish.
I take another one out of my pocket, bite it in half. The Emperor provides. And I finish it.
So he does. And then I'll sit, kind of go into sleep mode and try to download all the info and sort through it.
Okay. While this is going on, what are Sybil and Archie doing?
I'm exploring the facility.
Okay.
I'm stealthily exploring the facility, following Archeo.
So you're really just stalking him.
Yeah.
So, what we have here now is Miria working on consoles. Lazarus, I guess, guarding Miria, and also guarding Miria. So like, making sure nothing happens to Miria, and making sure Miria happens to nothing.
I'm making sure Mary is doing nothing but what she's supposed to be doing.
Yeah. And you guys can explore the repository as you go through it, and also obviously you've been through the armory. It seems very similar to the it seems very similar to the other one. There is another device similar to what was in the last one that downloaded all that information into Miria's brain. There is a similar. It's got the exact same information, basically, like bits missing, extra bits, but of the system, of the sector, and all that kind of thing. There's nothing particularly that stands out to you, as far as you can see. But maybe a couple of hours into it, you are held on the Vox by the captain of the ship, Archiel, and you're informed that a missive has come from you from Inquisitor Arcanus. He's contacted via Astropath.
Okay.
And so I get the captain would ask you whether you wanted to come up and like speak directly, or whether you want to have some kind of, you know, Chinese whispers things going on, you know, like going through the astropath and then to the captain and then down to you.
No, he would go up. He's like, I have to go back up to the ship. I'll be back.
We will be here.
And then I go up to the ship.
Okay. So you got. It takes probably about 40 minutes. It's
Okay.
not like a long trip. You get up to the ship and you head to. Probably the astropath is waiting for you with the captain, and they you know ring. Give the Inquisitor a buzz. So as always, we will cut out the conversation between the astropaths
Yeah.
and speak directly. So,
I make the captain leave the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just you and the astropath now.
Mhm.
So Inquisitor Arcanis says, Archeol, thank God. Praise the Emperor. What have you found there?
Nothing much yet. We've only been here part of a day. What's going on?
Well, our latest reports from the scouts indicate the craft world is moving.
Where's it moving to?
To you. I'm moving the fleet into intercept. We will engage the craft world to slow it down, but we do not have the resources to completely stop it. Parts of their fleet will be heading towards you.
No. Let it get to the Triskelion and then make your attack.
Do you know something I don't?
We might have a virus.
Maybe get plenty of rest and drink liquids.
yeah, I expected as much. Take some NyQuil.
Go see your medicus.
Just
Don't see your medicus.
forget that
Not the
one.
best call.
Let them, Inquisitor, let them get here. And how long do you think till they get here?
Have a few days.
Okay. The best thing to do is we need to get that craft world as close to us as possible, and then we'll take the rest from there, but we do need a distraction, and the fleet will help us with that.
Very well. I can see what I can do.
But, pray to the Emperor this works. Because we could take out this craft world.
That would indeed be glorious. I will gather my fleet, and we will try to distract the craft world as best we can. We did also receive a report recently, and I would like you to pass this on to Sybil. The warlock we have been trying to hunt down has been located. She is on. Yeah. She has been sighted on parapet, picking through the rubble.
I'll let her know.
Thank you.
Inquisitor Archael out. Face waterfall. And then I immediately make my way back to the down. And I tell the captain, be like, position the ship in a defensive maneuver coming from give the coordinates of the craft world, where they can best hold up on defense and undetectable as well. Use interference of any sort.
So basically, retreat into a nearby nebulous cloud or something.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I make my way back down, and I also would take any Imperial troops with me and get them just in case they get landing parties going.
They can spare
If
Yeah.
they're sending a craft.
I'm basically preparing this place to be a fortress world in a little time. And any tech priests and getting them fixing shit. I'm leaving Muriel alone because I need her to. Shit's probably priorities changing. And
You'll need to tell me.
Yeah, I am. I'm getting there as I'm like doing this shit. Getting whatever tech priests that we can spare, whatever troops we can spare from the cruiser, whatever artillery, whatever resources. Planet-side resources, getting those built up, and getting the planet in 2 days defensively ready as quick as possible.
Roll me a war on this one.
All right. Any pluses?
Nope.
2 degrees.
You can gather 500 Imperial Guard. A smattering of tech priests and general, other useful, medics and...
Okay. Any heavy, tanks or anything like that? No? Okay. Also, any extra weaponry for the fake Marines? No.
But las guns, you can bring
okay.
down enough las guns to equip them, but...
okay.
I will say this, from your law success, you will not be able to do the same as you did on the Abbey.
No,
your best chance in terms of defense is to hunker into the lab and use that as your fortress. So it won't be like a planet defense, it will be like a facility defense.
Yeah. In Arkiel's head right now, this is what's going through his head, is that he knows if the craft world isn't destroyed, they're all dead. There's no if, ors, ands about it. Even the fleet that's coming in making a distraction, they'll get destroyed as well. But this is the best shot for them to get the virus out and get this to them. So when he gets back to the lab, he gets everyone on comms when he lands planet side, and he's like, "Everyone, meet me in the lab right away. Priorities changed." And then he then goes off comms if anyone looks out, they see many drop ships coming down. And you probably hear them coming through the atmosphere as he powers through into the main lab. Is Sybil? I know Lazarus is there. Is Sybil there?
Yep.
Here's the priority. The craft world Telenom is on its way here.
Ooh.
Sybil?
I can't hear. Wait, are you talking just Sybil or are you talking to everyone?
I'm talking to everyone in the room.
Okay, I'm still zoned in. I don't hear you at all.
As she's zoned in, you see Arkiel come to the keyboard. And he's like boop 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 boop, and he's just hitting random keys trying to communicate.
I will grab Argail's hands and remove them from the keyboard.
We need her to open up the virus right away.
We do not know if it is airborne. If he opens it, we can die.
If she doesn't.
Secondly, if a craft world is coming here, we need to not be on this planet.
we have a chance to take out a craft world.
No, we have a chance to die in the split of a second, Archaeal. You should know this. You've been promoted to an Inquisitor. It is your duty to keep the Emperor's children alive. It is not your right to sacrifice so many lives for the slimmest chance.
Currently, Telnar is on its way here. The battle fleet's going to meet it when it hits Triskelion.
They will not last, and you know this.
None of us are going to last. Triskelion is going to get wiped out.
Then we should leave.
Wiped out. We don't have enough forces here to hold off a craft world. Even with the battle fleet here, and we won't see reinforcements for months, maybe years at a time.
But we do know what they want is on another planet, Archaeal.
Then why are they coming here?
We do not know, and we do not need to care. If we can get to what they want before they get to us, that should be our goal.
My philosophy right now is the Emperor provides, and the Emperor has guided us to this point and provided us a means to...
The Emperor has provided us with nothing. This is a Xenos virus that has a higher chance of killing us than them. If you even get it on to the craft world, there is no reason they will not purge any and all who are infected. They're Eldar. You know they are capable of this. Especially you, Sybil. You know their efficiency.
I feel like I'm missing your point. Anything else that, like, do we have any other information or intel?
There is some other intel, but that can come later, because we need to...
We need to get off this planet, Archaeal. Do not throw your new position away so easily.
Alcanis is coming out here with the fleet. The cruise is gone.
Redirect him to exile. Get the cruiser back. We have time. At this point, I will grab Maria's shoulder. We're leaving. Whatever's in
Let
that...
me just back out. So I'll just take a second and just like extract myself from the deep dive of the data and kind of wake up and take one of the food cubes, chomp on it for a second. What day is? Is it, what day is it?
It's the same day.
Before...
It's only been a couple hours.
Before we get into that, let me detail what Maria has found out.
Okay.
Maria has found kind of vague mentions of multiple other labs across the sector, also containing the virus. And an indication that there is a central lab that has a large portion of the virus, but also access to all of the... it also has access to all of the other labs and can initiate planetary virus dispersion on all of the planets containing a lab.
Wait. So from this one lab, it can control the other labs?
Not this lab.
No. From a lab on a different planet, you can control all the other labs.
And disperse the virus across each planet with a lab.
Mind blown. Okay.
So that's here.
Fantastic. Hey, that was episode 17. We got one more, the finale, next week. So make sure you guys come by next week, or else you're gonna miss the finale. Okay, let's go real quick round table. As a reminder, guys, we are doing GTRP after this, so stick around if you want more roleplay. And let's go and start with Sheepy with our outros.
Hello guys, I'm Sheepy, SheepDogGaming on YouTube. Search me, you can find me. I really enjoyed today. It's nice to get out all of this stuff that has been kind of just hovering near the players, being like, oh, this is bad, and yeah. So, virus, slightly different from the standard chaos or, you know, whatever. I wanted to do something a bit different, and I thought this was fun, so I'm interested to see where this is going to go and where the players are going to go with it.
Awesome. All right. You guys can find Sheepy on YouTube. You go to here, go hang out and subscribe there, and let's go to McLoken.
Hi, I'm McLoken. You might have seen me in such shows as Xenos Research. Is it Heresy? Or How to Plan for War. Currently, I think this is the first time Lazarus and Arkel had a fight, which is interesting because I think this is where you're finally seeing a difference in their view of the Emperor, which I didn't really think that was going to happen, but it did, and I was like, holy shit. So a mini argument started, but I think like really what we're seeing is that like this was the answer provided to Arkel without Miria's knowledge currently, and then Lazarus is completely in the right that we need to get the fuck out of there so we don't like die stupidly. So it's very entertaining to see that, and very difficult to be like, no, we're gonna fight, and be justified because Arkel sees it that way. Because Arkel's not super intelligent; he just is good at fighting, and he understands strategy from time to time. But yeah, you guys can find me at my Twitter at McLoken. I'm on a few shows on Twitch. I run my own show on StoryQuest, Mixer.com/StoryQuest. That show is on Wednesdays. But yeah, I love you guys, and have a beautiful day.
All right, good. Vandy.
Hi guys, I'm Vandi. I played Myriad today and every day on this channel. And yeah, you can follow me at twitch.tv/omgVandi if you like games and art and some RP stuff. I do a campaign on Mondays with Encounter Roleplay and my own stream on Saturdays. So yeah. Also, can I just say I love episodes where we find out shit. I love it. It's like, it's my favorite kind of episode. I love finding out stuff about the world.
Yes, I do too.
A whole new world. We can kill the Eldar.
Hopefully.
Pretty
Probably
much.
not.
Maybe.
Hibby.
Yeah,
Possibly.
probably
Yeah.
not actually.
Yeah, probably not. But die trying. All right, Hibby.
Hi, my name is Hippie69. Variedcaster on Twitch. You'll find me over on my own channel, Crazy Hippie69 here on Twitch. Today was a good day. I hate to be the buzzkill, you know, but like that's kind of Lazarus's characteristic. As much as for the Emperor is good and all, being a fanatic is not. And dying and wasting those kind of resources is not. And so, yeah, as McLoken said, it's definitely interesting having a different view from Arkel for once, not just being like, yes, I am the loyal soldier that will follow every order. No, self-preservation and fighting the better fight in the future is a lot more important. And so, yeah, it's interesting arguing with him for once instead of pulling the trigger.
To war.
All right, very good. I'm Metamancer is my channel, and I played Sybil for you guys today. I stream every Friday here for Dark Heresy, and then during the week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, where we do GTA RP and maybe other RP in the future. And then on Thursdays, I'm on Encounter Roleplay, GMing for the City of Mist campaign called The King's Hustle. So that's at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central. Other than that, guys, hang tight for the next, like, 5 minutes. I'm gonna drop us off on the stream here and then directly start up the stream for GTA 5. Where we are doing RP. There is currently a chemical weapon attack, if I'm not mistaken, in the storyline.
What the
So stay tuned for that.
Is that going on, or?
Yeah, I think it's like starting to build up now. So definitely, if you're curious to figure out what that's like, we are going to be RPing in that right now. And there was like a mayoral debate today, so I don't know what happened yet from that, so we're getting back into the swing of things.
One thing Meta's good about is not metagaming, so she doesn't know what's going on the server, even though she's like been out for the past couple days.
Yeah.
So it.
Yeah, super good. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for the bits and the donations and all that fun stuff. We'll see you in next week, and then I'll see you guys in the next 5-ish minutes with the next stream. And we'll probably be playing that for a while tonight. So thank you guys again. We will see you next time, and have a great evening if you can't stick around. Bye-bye.